Hi, welcome to Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes and Panning, and I'm here today with a review on a Pretty Little Thing beauty box, which, before we go any further, is a negative review. So if you're not interested in watching a negative review, you can turn off. And also a couple of other items that my daughter, she purchased the beauty box and she purchased a couple of other items from Pretty Little Thing and they were damaged. So the first one was the jewellery box. Now I don't know if you can see that. It came squashed. She purchased two, one for herself and one for her best friend, and the material, the faux leather, fake plastic, whatever you want to refer to it as, is going to tear with the dent. There's a dent there. You can see that or not? And it's starting to unravel right there. So that was issue one. Apart from that, it was a nice little jewellery box. The other one was perfect and she gave it to her friend for rings, earrings and whatever little knickknacks. So you get a good look at that. Definitely damaged, but not as bad as, well, I'll go on to the second worst thing. It was this lip gloss. It came opened and they wanted proof when she contacted them that it was damaged, and obviously if it was open there's no proof it was damaged because all you have to do is close it up again, but it was actually open, which meant that air was getting into it and it wouldn't be the best thing to be using. They weren't very helpful about that. So there's also a lip liner in that box that wasn't in pristine order, but we won't go into that because they just don't seem to be interested in any feedback of a negative type. So then the palette, they wanted photographs, so they got photographs of the palette, as you can see. Now I can open it up, but it will make a heck of a mess, but I will open it up for the purposes of the video, just so Pretty Little Things will, or thing, how was it, things, turn it that way, don't fall out on the table and make it. That's what she received. Very, very, very disappointing. And the very fact that they constantly, when she contacted them on social media, they were looking for pictures. So that was the shadow. But the final straw that broke the camel's back came today with her beauty box. Pretty Little Thing beauty box, 5 items. So let's go through what we got, or what she got. So the first thing Phoebe received was carbon therapy, charcoal and tea tree oil, and it's a cleansing bar. And as she has acne prone skin, she was willing to give that a try. So she wasn't too disappointed with that, because tea tree, as we all know, is an antiseptic and an antibacterial amongst other things. It is quite good for problematic skin, and the charcoal masks are very popular at the minute for acne prone skin, so she was willing to try that. That wasn't too disappointing. And it doesn't actually, does it say a brand? No, it doesn't actually say a brand on it. No. So the second thing was Pretty Little Thing Radiance Primer, Prep and Perfect. So it's from their own brand. Which, yet again, she wasn't too disappointed with, because it's a tube of facial primer. Always comes in handy. I don't know what Pretty Little, all I can see is eyeshadow now. What Pretty Little Thing one is like. but it was sealed, and it's sealed, we didn't open it. So yet again, not too disappointed. Not overly impressed, but not too disappointed. Then the third thing was a deep sleepy pillow spray, and that is in 5 mils, 0.17 fluid ounce, and it's This Works is the brand, which a lot of people would consider a sample size. Not impressed with that, but with beauty boxes, they can be hit and miss. The fourth thing was one of the most disappointing. When we opened it, she said to me, "Does that feel empty to you?" And it actually did. So it was as light as a feather when it came. Oh yes, the box. The box had a seal on it, which I never actually seen before, and we have quite a few Pretty Little Thing boxes hanging around the house, and we use them for storage and sewing kits and all kinds of little knitting boxes and first aid, and they're quite handy and reusable. So there was a sticker on it on both sides, which was quite strange. So whether this was a box that somebody returned to them or not, I don't know. But this in itself is very light and was to about there as I felt it. I could squeeze it the whole way up and it was only to there, and now it is full of air and it wasn't sealed. So there is that. Take what you will from that one. I personally believe that one was opened and perhaps returned. I can't say, but that would be my guess. And then again, the final disappointing product, very disappointing. Healthy Hair Vitamins. Now, a lot of people, myself included, that doesn't have the thickest hair could do with vitamins for hair, but there are a lot of people on medication, and you can't be mixing vitamins without checking with your doctor with medications. Sometimes they can interact badly, but there are a lot of people who aren't on any medication at all, and a multi-supplement or a vitamin can benefit you greatly, especially your hair and your nails. But the issue with this is there is a 30-day supply. Firstly, I wouldn't have expected to find it in a beauty box, considering there isn't, apart from the highlighter, any beauty products in there really, you could say. The expiry date on the vitamins is the end of March. So this came today. So at that rate, 30-day supply, you would just have barely, if you had gotten it last week, gotten through them before they expired. Getting back to the Healthy Hair Vitamins. Now, as any of us who have young people in our homes or elder people or whatever, and we've purchased vitamins, cod liver oil or whatever it may be, folic acid, kids vitamins, multivitamins, you'd always check the date at the bottom to make sure there was a good lifespan on the product. But I mean, this is just ridiculous. You wouldn't even get the 30 days out of it. What were they thinking? I don't know. And when the seal was removed, I'll point them that way, because the odour that is coming from them is shocking, absolutely shocking. I would possibly say, even though they were sealed, they have gone off. So not just was that a disappointing box, I think it was a disgraceful box personally to send out. Out of date vitamins, a pillow spray that you may get 2 sprays out of, or 3 depending on how potent it is, their own primer, their own highlight full of air and opened would be my opinion, and as I said, willing to try the charcoal with the tea tree oil. So out of 5 items we have 1 we can use. Now that's the beauty box, and then we have the issue with the lipstick, the jewellery box. Now whilst it's not in pulp, it is damaged, and you couldn't have gifted that to her friend. She gave the good one to her friend, the perfect, or the one that was in pristine condition. She kept that one for herself, and she didn't even get back on to them about that, but she did about the other items, which were this and this. So I'd imagine that Pretty Little Thing would want to up their game, because Phoebe certainly will never purchase a beauty box unless they address the issue of this one with her, for sure. And I wouldn't blame her, because it wasn't cheap. I mean, if you see the equivalent of these beauty boxes for the money that was paid for this beauty box on YouTube in other countries, what they get for the money from the brands, the prestigious brands, even the smaller sized items wouldn't really be an issue once they're good brands, they're good products, you can pass them on if they're not suitable for your skin. I mean, there is absolutely nothing there you could pass on, nothing. It is shocking, absolutely shocking, and like thumbnail, I can't get over it. I was so disappointed for her because she was looking forward to receiving it. I was glad I was on a no by myself, because I mean, the disappointment of receiving that this morning after spending your money would be a no for me. So Pretty Little Thing, apart from the box, which recycle bin, the box can be repurposed for some other use throughout the house for sure, but I mean, those are going in the bin. They should be sent back to them, and they should be made look at the date. You should be made smell them, and after getting the odour of those tablets, they aren't actual capsules. Well, they are capsules, sorry. Oh God, it is something shocking. And as I said, hair burst. Now, whether hair burst had a load of almost out of date capsules, vitamins that they sent on to Pretty Little Things is debatable, but I mean, Pretty Little Thing should consider the customer or the consumer that is shopping with them on a regular basis, which Phoebe does. She's always shopping with them. So that, and then, as I said, the pictures. We want pictures. Send us another picture. Post us another picture. I mean, people wouldn't say that a palette had came damaged if it hadn't. I mean, why would you? At those prices, they aren't the most expensive. The beauty box, for what she got, was expensive, and I certainly would not encourage her to purchase off them again unless to rectify the situation. So that is my take on it, and I did check other people's reviews and check to see what other people got, and did they have any issue with the vitamins or with the actual box itself. A lot of people got Suzanne Jackson lip gloss, which if that had been in the box even, it would have brought the value of the box up to a half decent price. Others got Suzanne Jackson drops, tanning drops. Also, if that had been in the box, it would have brought it up to a half decent price. And there were a couple of other items, I can't remember off the top of my head what I've seen, that would have taken the sting out of this box of absolute junk. Dare I say it, junk, junk and more junk. That's what's in that box. So if Pretty Little Things see this video, take note that the palette was damaged, the lip gloss was open, the jewellery box was damaged, and junk, junk, junk. So I'll leave it at that. I'm 6 minutes in. I do appreciate your time, and thank you for everybody that has watched, everybody that gives a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment as to what you thought of the box, and the vitamins especially, they were the most, because I mean they're out of date, so that cannot be safe. So please leave a comment, and again, thank you for your time, and until the next time, all the best. Bye.